How to nurture emotional intimacy for a stronger relationship. Number one, what is it? Emotional intimacy is knowing about your partner's inner world and them knowing about yours and staying updated on both of your inner worlds on a regular basis. It's knowing their highs and lows and them knowing your highs and lows. Number two, why is it important? Emotional intimacy is important for at least 3 reasons. Number one, at least one partner probably has emotional intimacy as their top need, their top love language in the relationship. Number two, the partner who needs emotional intimacy, they probably need that to be in place before they're open to physical intimacy. The third reason emotional intimacy is important is the more we share and open up, it improves our mental and physical health, because it's not healthy to bottle things up that are bothering you, things that are stressing you out, things that you're feeling anxious about. When you bottle things up, that creates stress, you feel isolated, and that can compromise your immune system. A great analogy of emotional intimacy in a relationship is Velcro. When you're sharing your highs and lows and you're staying connected, it's like Velcro where you feel close, you feel connected, you feel a part of each other's lives. But when you're not sharing, when you're not updated on each other's inner worlds, you don't feel connected or close or attached with your partner. If you'd like my free training on how to rebuild your marriage in 90 days, comment the word training in the comments and I'll send it to you. Number 3, how do we nurture emotional intimacy? There's 2 levels to nurturing emotional intimacy. The first one is learning how to become a better listener with empathy. So when your partner is sharing about their highs and lows, you have to learn to respond with empathy. The best phrases to master are, "That sucks," or "No wonder you feel blank," or "That sounds blank," or "It makes sense X would make you feel Y," or "I can see how X would make you feel Y." And when you're trying to empathize, you have to put yourself in your partner's shoes, because you want to listen to not just the words that they're saying, but also who is this person talking to you? What have they been through in life? For example, if your partner is sharing about a fight they had with a friend and it's making them really anxious, you might be thinking, what's the big deal? Why are they overreacting? But then you remember growing up, they were alone a lot. They didn't have very many friends. So friendships are very important to them. Therefore, it does make sense why this conflict with their friend would be making them anxious. That's you seeing the situation from their lens, from their perspective, and that's why you can make comments like, "It makes sense X would make you feel Y," because you're literally seeing the situation from your partner's lens. The second way to nurture emotional intimacy is becoming a better sharer. And this requires you getting in touch with what have you been feeling from the day and why. To keep it simple, think about mad, sad, glad, or fear. Which of those were you feeling from the day and why? You may have felt all 4, you may have felt 2 of the 4, but you have to take a pre-step and identify what have you been feeling from the day and why, because emotional intimacy is not just from becoming a better listener, it's also learning how to become a better sharer. This is something I've had to work on in my own marriage. My wife has a top need of emotional intimacy, and she would say to me, "I don't feel very emotionally close because we haven't really talked." And I would say, "What do you mean? We talk all the time. And I tell you what I do during the day all the time." And she would say, "I don't want to hear as much about what you do. I want to hear about what you feel throughout the day." Because there's 2 levels to all of us. The one level is the outside, what we do during the day, what you see us do during the day. The second level is inside, what you feel throughout the day. That's the part that nobody knows. And that's the part a lot of couples never share. So learning to share what's inside of you, what you've been feeling and why, that's a key to nurturing emotional intimacy. Number 4, the top mistakes to avoid. Do not give your partner advice. If you give them advice, they're going to pull away from you, because they're not looking for your solutions, they're looking for your empathy. And remember, you're not trying to fix a presenting problem. Now you're trying to fix your partner feeling alone in that problem, and the way you fix that is through empathy. Another mistake is don't say, "I understand how you feel," because your partner may have a reaction and say, "No, you don't. You're not in my shoes." That's a common phrase people want to use when empathizing, but it's high risk, so avoid that phrase. Another mistake to avoid is sharing a similar story. You're listening to your partner vent from the day, and then you say, "I went through something like that. Let me tell you about it." The reason that's a mistake is because you just made the conversation about you. You took over the conversation. So instead, you want to keep that focus on your partner, their experience, and their feelings. The last mistake to avoid are 2 types of questions. The first kind of question to avoid is questions that get at fixing the solution, such as, "So what are your options? So what are the next steps? So what do you think you're going to do? All of those questions are prompting your partner to fix it, and that's not allowed. The second kind of question to avoid is any kind of question that revolves around your self-interest. So if you're hearing your partner share about their stress and their strain from the day and you respond with, "So is this going to impact you being able to make dinner tonight?" That's a mistake because that centers around your interest. So to summarize, how to nurture emotional intimacy for a stronger relationship, we covered number 1, what it is, number 2, why it's important, number 3, how to nurture it, and number 4, the top mistakes to avoid. If you found value in this video, be sure to like it, subscribe, and share it with a friend or a family member. And remember, you're the only thing you can control in your relationship. So work on your part, your contribution, how you could be getting better, because that's going to maximize the chances of your relationship improving. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to watch this one next. See you in the next one.